Craig's stuff. Craig's stuff. Craig's got a lot of stuff. Yeah. Craig's stuff. Craig's stuff. Craig's got a lot of stuff. Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Craig's Stuff. My name is Craig, and this, is some of my stuff. Today we're taking a look at the most recent wave of the Sonic the Hedgehog action figures from Jakks Pacific. This is the first I am picking up any of these figures. I used to collect Sonic very, very heavily. I had everything from Sonic. I was collecting a lot of the 20th anniversary figures, and which is crazy because now these are the 30th anniversary figures, which is nuts to think, you know, Sonic has been around now for 30 years. Absolutely one of my all-time favorite characters and video games from when I was a kid. And you may have also seen my my video where I was with my buddy Mike, and we over at Chip Damage, that's his account, and we took a look at both of our some things from our collections, which definitely go check out. It was a blast. It was a fun video. So so today I finally picked up my first of the 30th anniversary figures from Jakks, and so of course here we have Dr. Eggman. There's 4 figures. Mighty the armadillo. We have of course Sonic, and then last Mecha Sonic. Like I said, I kind of fell out of collecting Sonic toys. I feel like the figures haven't been great in the past few years. Even the ones I picked up originally, the old Jazzbird stuff, they're really not good figures by any means, but I feel like these look really cool, and I love the accessories. I mean, look at this. You're getting the really cool, like classic accessories. These are very classic figures. There's modern ones as well. This one's my favorite, and I might end up backtracking to collect some of the older Jakks, and they've only been out, I think Jakks has had the license for like 2 years or so. So yeah, I'm hoping that these figures are pretty cool. We will see though. I guess we could take a look at the packaging. All the packaging is the same on all of them. You just get this like the 30th anniversary sticker there at the top with the bubble front on the card, character on the back, and as well as the different figures in the wave. But yeah, these are really, really cool, and I think it is time that we pop these suckers open. But before we do that, please, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe as well. Smash that like button, comment, whatever. It helps me out. You know, we gotta beat that YouTube algorithm or whatever's going on over there. I don't really understand the whole thing, but you know, it's a thing. Anyway, let's pop these suckers open. Alrighty, so here are all 4 figures out of the packaging, and they look all absolutely incredible. But before we talk about the individual figures, I want to just talk about the accessories that each one comes with. First off, we have Dr. Eggman, or Dr. Robotnik, whatever you prefer. It comes with the goal, I guess. This is I guess you can call it the goal post that, of course, I'm sure if you're a Sonic fan, you're very familiar with this. At the end of the stage. Coolest part, it does this, look. Which is so fantastic. Love it. It would have been cooler maybe if the other side had the Sonic, I think, because when it spins, it's like, oh, then you hit the Sonic and it has a little thumbs up. That would be cool. Next, with Mecha Sonic, we get the little spikes, the little spike trap. This is a bit of a pliable material, so they're not pointy or anything. Of course, these are made for kids. It's not sharp at the end, and it's nice. I like this a lot. Really like that you're getting all these little like knickknacks you can put in your Sonic display. Then with Sonic, we get one of his little bumpers. Of course, just like the other one, has a little bit of a play feature. It does spring. It has a little tiny spring in there. Doesn't, you know, I guess if you could attach it to something, maybe it'll, you know, actually work. You can spring Sonic off of it, but the way it is now, I don't know. Very cool anyway. And then my favorite one is the 1-Up, the Life, the Extra Life little TV set. This is fantastic. It's just hard plastic with a sticker on it, but this is really cool. I like this so much. This is just beautiful. I love this a lot. And and of course that comes with our boy Mighty over there. All right, so now let's take a look at each of the figures individually. Alrighty, so first up we have the Blue Blur, my boy Sonic, or Sonic as he's supposed to be called. This is an incredible figure. I love how they made him laughing. I think this is really, really cool. You don't see something like this too often, which is why I was like very interested in this figure. He has the one open hand and the one hand, which is supposed to be like a grabbing hand. I don't really know the purpose for this like grabbing hand. I guess you can have him holding something. I don't really know what you could, because it doesn't come with anything. But it is like a grabbing. It probably should have just been a fist or a thumbs up or something like that. That would have been kind of cool, but it's fine. It is what it is. The paint apps are, you know, they're fine. I mean, there's nothing special. I noticed on some of the other ones that were available to me, the paint apps, especially in his mouth, were really rough. I definitely picked the best one that was available. Like, you can see the red doesn't really bleed too much. Some of the other ones, the red was bleeding, and it looked pretty crummy. But you can see here on the edge, the flesh tone doesn't really make it onto the white. But overall, I mean, it's really not bad at all. It's a kid's toy. It's only, I think, what do these go for? Like between 10 and 15 bucks, I think. 12 bucks maybe. $11.99. I don't know. It's really cool. I like this a lot. You can see there's some paint problems here on the feet too. It doesn't match up perfectly. The red doesn't go all the way. Same with over here. But it is what it is. You pay very little and you're not going to get like a super high quality figure, but it still looks good. I think it's just really cool to have a pretty solid Sonic for the collection. Plus a Sonic, like, you know, with this type of emotion, you don't get too often, which is awesome. So then when it comes to articulation for this guy, you're not getting that much at all. His head really just spins all the way around. You can see here the arm joints go up and down there. They do go all the way around, so they can kind of go in and out. Then at the wrist, he's actually on a ball joint, so it does spin all the way around. But you do get a little bit of forward, back, up and down motion as well. Not too much, but just a tidbit. Then his legs are the same kind of joints as his arms. They do go forward and back, and they do spin all the way around as well. Then he has that single knee joint, so he can bring his knee into that running pose, and that's fine. That works. And then at his ankle, he spins all the way around, and there is a tiny bit of ankle pivot there as well, because it is on a ball joint, so you can get the foot to kind of go side to side and back and forth a little bit. Next up, we have Mighty the Armadillo, and if you're not too familiar with this character, he is most recently from Sonic Mania, but originally he appeared in some of the really old Sonic games like Knuckles Chaotix. It's not a super well-known Sonic game, and I think he appeared somewhere else. But I just don't remember, unfortunately, off the top of my head. I think this might be the first action figure we've ever gotten of him, although this, I think, is technically the re-release of that same figure. This one comes with a different accessory, I think, because I think Jakks did him already a few years ago. But it's not a bad figure. He's a bit top-heavy. His head is really heavy, so he doesn't stand super well, but you kind of can finagle, move his feet around, and yeah, he should be fine. It's pretty much exactly the same body as Sonic, aside from his feet. His feet almost look identical, but they don't have the buckles like Sonic does. Obviously, it is a completely new head. It looks really good, and also suffers from similar paint problems that Sonic does. You can see there's some flesh tone there on his eye, and you know, it's going to be different problems. I'm sure it's always going to be different depending on whichever figure you grab. I'm sure there's all going to be a little bit different. You can see also the black does come through kind of on his belly, which they could have just put another coat of paint. Would have been nice. But I really like this. I like the sculpt a lot. I think he looks really, really cool, and I'm so glad to have a Mighty in my collection. Another thing different about this one than Sonic is he's got a regular fist. Sonic had that grabbing hand. Mighty has the fist. I don't really know why they decided to do that. Not give Sonic the fist. I don't know. Maybe you can have, like I said, maybe you have Sonic hold something. Whatever. So for articulation, I'm not really going to talk about it too much. It's pretty much exactly the same as Sonic. Of course, you get your head motion. You get arms up all the way around, wrists, legs forward, back, knee, and ankle pivot all the way around as well, just like Sonic. Alrighty, so up next we have Mecha Sonic. Not to be confused with Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic is a completely different character. This is Mecha Mecha Sonic, who was one of the bosses from Sonic 2. And this is just an awesome figure. I really, really like everything about this. I think sculpt is fantastic. There's a lot of stuff going on. He's got these little gears down here, a lot of spikes and bolts, and it just looks cool. And I think they did such a good job for with this figure. It's just cool that we're even getting one. It's surprising. This might be the first time we're ever getting this figure. I could be wrong, but this is fantastic, and I love it so much. Paint apps, just like the other ones, are not perfect. You can see his eye is not perfect. Also, there's something kind of going on down here. I don't really know what. It's like some. You could probably scrape that off. I don't know. Yeah, that looks like it can be scraped off. But it's not bad. I mean, the metal throughout, it's shiny. It looks good. I think it's cool. The blacks actually look really solid too, for his visor and for under here, and as well as on the wheels on his feet. Now, in terms of articulation, he's actually a little bit better than some of the other ones, surprisingly. His head does go, of course, all the way around, but it is on a ball joint. So look, you can get a very little bit of head tilt. And so it actually does go forward, and it does go back a teensy tiny bit. Arms do go up all the way around. This figure actually has an elbow, whereas the other two don't. So he does spin at the elbow, and there is a single joint, which is actually surprisingly good there as well. Only thing is, he does not have wrist joints. Then for his legs, he goes forward, he goes back. He has a single jointed knee, and he also spins around at the knee. Then at the foot, it actually goes all the way back. Look how far his foot goes back. And then it goes forward all the way there as well. And there actually looks to be a little bit of ankle pivot there as well. You can see you can kind of move it to the side if you need to. Not too much at all, though. Alrighty, so then lastly we have Dr. Eggman. This figure just looks incredible. I love the classic design. I actually don't have a Dr. Eggman figure anymore in my collection. I used to have the 20th anniversary one, but I kept it in the box and the prices started skyrocketing, so I said I don't think I want it anymore, so I got rid of it. And this one is even better than that one, so this is really, really cool. Again, suffers from some paint issues, just like the other ones. You can see the yellow kind of breaks on here, and it's not perfectly painted. But these are cheaper figures. But it just looks great. I think it's just a fantastic look. One thing I wish that his mustache was not. It was made with like a softer material. It's very hard, and I'm actually a little bit afraid that it's gonna break. This is it feels very delicate, especially with the kids. I feel like, wasn't a good idea. Also, I love his face. I love the eyes. Those glasses on him are just so good. Like those classic Dr. Robotnik glasses. Fantastic. And for articulation, I think his head actually is on a ball joint, so you can see he kind of tilts a little bit. But of course, it does turn left and right. It doesn't seem to want to go all the way around, and I'm not going to force it, but it only goes about that far left and right, which is fine. Then at his arms, he goes all the way up. They go all the way around. Again, be careful with the mustache. Then he has a single jointed elbow, only goes about that far. Then at the wrists, it's actually surprisingly good joint. They put it on this ball joint. It goes in and out, and it goes forward and back like that. And it goes all the way around. It's an interesting type of joint. Looks like it's just, and that just pops out, no problem, which is pretty cool. Then at the legs, he goes forward, he goes back, and then you can spin those legs all the way around as well. He has the same type of single jointed knee that Sonic has, and then his feet are on a ball joint, so they do go all the way around. They go up, they go down, and there is a little bit of ankle pivot as well. Sonic stands just about 4 inches tall. Mighty also stands just a little bit taller than Sonic, just a teensy bit over 4 inches. And Mecha Sonic stands only about 3.5 inches to the top of his ears. Eggman stands about 4.5 inches tall. And for some comparisons, here is the SH Figuarts Super Mario. And we also have the SH Figuarts Pac-Man. Here they are with the Figma Skyward Sword Link. And here they are with the Marvel Legends Gibbon. Alrighty, so overall, I really, really like these figures. I'm just like, they're just a lot of fun. They're really, really cool figures. Actually, surprisingly, my least favorite in the wave is Mighty, just because he doesn't really stand too well. But Sonic is great. I mean, he's still a great looking figure. I love him. I'll just have him, have him standing up against something, no problem. But I just really like these, and they made me realize how much I forgot how great some of just like the cheaper stuff was. I've been getting so many like imports and so many high quality action figures that you forget like the cheaper stuff's like, and the kids stuff is still a lot of fun. They're really just good figures, and I really think Jakks is killing it. Definitely my favorite from the wave is this Mecha Sonic figure. I think he's a little small when it comes to scale, at least compared with Sonic. I think he's supposed to be a bit bigger. But they're just cool. I just like these figures a lot. And I really think I'm going to start backtracking to find some of the other ones, because they're just terrible. Why did I do this to myself? Why do I do this to myself? Anyway, if you like this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Please check out my Instagram. It's at Craig Stuff. Check back every Friday at noon for brand new videos. I will see you guys next time. Later.